Dear students, good morning to all. Today I am going to teach about the topic histogram. What is a histogram? A histogram is a graph of a continuous frequency distribution. Histogram contains a set of rectangles, the base of which is the length of the class interval and the frequency in each class interval is its height. That is, the class intervals are represented on the horizontal axis and the frequency are represented on the vertical axis. Class interval is represent the x-axis and the frequency represent the y-axis. So, given frequency distribution is a continuous means we can draw the histogram. Okay, given frequency distribution is discontinuous means we change the continuous frequency distribution by using the adjustment factor. Okay, so listen, now we see the steps to construct a histogram. Represent the data in the continuous form if it is discontinuous form by converting it using the adjustment factor. Okay, already I told given sum is continuous form means we can draw the histogram directly. By chance given the distribution is discontinuous means we can convert the continuous distribution by using the adjustment factor. Second one, select the appropriate units along the x-axis and y-axis. Third, plot the lower limits of all the class interval on the x-axis. Fourth one, plot the frequency of the distribution on the y-axis. And last one, construct the rectangles with the class intervals as bases and corresponding frequencies as heights. Each class has lower and upper values. This gives us two equal vertical lines represent the frequencies. The upper ends of the lines are joined together and this process will give us the rectangles. Listen students, now we see the fourth one. Okay, draw a histogram for the following data. Okay, draw a histogram for the following data. Listen, how will you find out the continuous distribution, continuous frequency distribution and discontinuous frequency distribution? Listen, upper limit and lower limit. This is in this interval, this is a upper limit, this is a lower limit. And second class interval, this is a lower limit, this is a upper limit. So in first interval, the first interval upper limit and second interval lower limit is also equal means that is a continuous frequency distribution. Okay, now we see the sixth sum, 125 to 135, 136 to 146. Here we see the discontinuous frequency distribution. Listen, in first interval the upper limit is 135. The second interval lower limit is 136. So here we see the change. We see the different numbers. So the continuous frequency distribution means the first interval upper limit and second interval lower limit equal means that is a continuous frequency distribution. Okay, listen. Are you understand? Continuous frequency distribution table and discontinuous frequency distribution table.